I come from Texas, where Christian faith participation in a church is kind of an expectation in a lot of Texas communities. Still, it's still kind of part of how you live there. Here in Denver, that's not true at all. My name is Daniel, and I live in Denver, Colorado. I spent a lot of time in churches kind of translating the messages that I heard. I think of like every knee shall bend and bow, and in my head I would hear like this very imperialistic kind of perspective that the Christian church is going to dominate the world, and I didn't really hear a liberation message in all that, so I had to kind of translate it. Oftentimes, the contemporary church, with all of its baggage and all of its culture, doesn't always bridge and doesn't always reach with a message that is good news. It's like we want to carry the gospel, but sometimes we've forgotten that the gospel has to be good news to the ears of the people that hear it. And I think that for me, when I watched Rhythm, I heard somebody speaking the gospel in my own language, and it was amazing. Frankly, I was just overwhelmed by the visual message of the video, and the way that it included so many. It included me in this kind of little symphony of people who are playing this tune. And again, I think Rob's message fit completely with what was visually delivered. Even the name NOOMA didn't really dialogue with anything in our culture that's that is stereotyped, and so it came off as very fresh and very as something that's new and original, and that's like coming across a tree that's blooming in the wintertime. It's just like, oh, well, this is something different. You read about this in Acts, that people heard the gospel and they became, they literally spoke in tongues, or they had flames shoot over their heads, or things like that. But for me, I literally, my heart opened. And I was just like, boom, it got me right here. It's like, this woman is thankful for this life. This woman is praising, her creator for this life. And the gulf between me and her was so apparent, And again, I don't know how the Holy Spirit could use me, and in ways that maybe I don't get to know about, but I hope that my life is a living expression of in other people's hearts like that sometimes. There's nothing in me that could pull me back towards a smaller faith,